How'd you start this?
This is a COVID project. So when COVID happened,
There's COVID in that?
we had a friend who had a supplement company as well.
Okay.
And we were asking him a couple questions about manufacturing, and you know how some of those conversations go.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "Oh, I'll give you my guy," and I'm like, "Oh, really? Okay."
This is easy.
I mean, that is probably one of the easiest steps, is finding your manufacturer. So I love our manufacturer so much. They're based in California. This guy, like our main sales rep, like one of my favorite people, we just started building like really great relationships, and we started thinking about, actually, funny enough, I designed the Buff Chick logo.
What?
I didn't design it. I directed the design, although I do have a that's my professional background is in graphic design. So it's nice because I can get my hands dirty in some projects like this. But I created this logo for our gym because I was going to call it Buff Chick Barbell. Right. And I had the intention to rebrand Strong Supply, Buff Chick Barbell. Maybe I was going to propose it to my team. And I don't know if they loved that idea for that company. So anyway, we painted a mural. Actually, Leah, you know Leah, mural. She painted the Buff Chick mural, Buff Chick Barbell on our gym in our warehouse. And then COVID happened, and we were kind of like, okay, what do we do? We can't go outside and play. So we started a supplement company. And,
how's it going?
Amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's the best seller? Protein, pre? Because you got everything. You even have PMS, cramping, and mood dietary supplements.
Yes. So
what would happen if I took this? The whole bottle?
Probably nothing for you, but it is made for people who have periods.
So I can't take it.
You can if you want. I don't think it'll hurt you.
What's the best selling product?
The best selling product is probably our pre.
That's generally how it happens.
Typically.
And
pre and creatine.
Yeah. Okay. So you have so many different businesses. This is your favorite? If you were to put them in, what has the most passion from you at the moment? And why? Easier question would be like, what business do you spend the most amount of time on, you specifically, thinking about designing, growing?
Probably Buff Chick. Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, it's fun. The branding is cool. It's really exciting to talk about supplements. The education around supplements I find to be really interesting, and I like helping educate people, whether that mean they buy my supplements or other supplements. I find that fun to talk about. Obviously, I've learned a lot in the process, and I mean, I've been taking supplements for like 10 years myself. So yeah, it's fun to talk about. I love making new products. Like Flourish, that product, a PMS support product, is one that was our maybe like third SKU to release, and people were surprised with that. They were like, "Oh, I thought you were gonna be like focused on performance." And I'm like, "Yeah, dude. Like, have you ever trained on your period? It fucking sucks."
I haven't. What does PMS stand for?
Premenstrual syndrome.
So that'd be okay. All right. Yeah. You learn something new every day. Mm-hmm. So you got all these products, and it's doing super well. I'm assuming, although you've mentioned it many times, that, hey, guys can take this stuff too. Maybe not the PMS one, but guys can buy these supplements too. And I'm sure a percentage of the people who buy are men. Mm-hmm.
We made a discount code. It's Buff Dude. If anybody wants to try.
Is that the only discount code?
Buff DOOD. Dude. Buff
for
dude.
The podcast.
For the podcast. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So if you guys want to check it out,
Buff Dude.
It's 20% off. That's 20%? Our biggest discount.
You gave me the biggest discount?
Yeah.
Oh, well, ladies, potentially men. There you go. Why did you decide to make it as a women-focused brand, and why is that? Instead of making it maybe like guys can take this, but I mean, I'm going to be honest. Like I would be like, no, this is for girls.
Yeah.
Because of the branding, because of what it's called.
Good. A couple of different reasons. One, I have a lot of members on Stronger by the Day, so that's a lot of data from like our most engaged audience member, and 97% of them are women. So that's who we're talking to.
And that's who spends the money too.
Yes, exactly. And also, I mean, I've worked with supplement companies in the past, a bunch of different supplement companies, and I found that either you have a couple different options. Either it's very badass and like very focused around hyper masculine imagery and very like die under the barbell kind of messaging, or it's hyper feminine and they're selling things like fat burners, which I'm not doing that. They're selling, kind of sketchy stuff sometimes, or I mean, there are big companies out there and their ingredients just like aren't that great. And I wanted to meet a lot of the people who I know connect with my messaging, meet them in a place where I'm speaking directly to them, or hopefully speaking directly to a lot of the women who see these like hyper feminine messaging and hyper feminine brands that they may not connect with, and also may not have their best interest in mind, especially when they're selling things like fat burners, which I disagree with, obviously. So I wanted to create a brand that can connect with your female lifter who's excited about getting strong, who doesn't really feel like they're being spoken to from either of those approaches, and help speak to them in a way that helps educate them about supplements, whether that means they take them or they don't take them, and also support them with things like Flourish and PMS support. And hopefully we're launching more products that are more female specific and for things like that. Go ahead.
Do you fill all of this stuff at your own warehouse?
Yes.
Okay. And how has that been in terms of like expansion? Because the stuff takes up room. You got to the more you grow, the more inventory you need at one time for the growth. How do you do with like space and handling it all?
Right now we're doing okay logistically.
Because she also owns a gym, which is like your warehouse. How big is that?
Yeah. So we have,
if you're unaware of where the stuff's stored,
4,500 square feet. So
not a mansion, not a mansion, not a gym mansion.
No, unfortunately. See, I shouldn't be investing elsewhere. We house right now. These supplements are just in 1,500 square feet of that. Okay. So they have their own separate like section of the warehouse. Right now we're doing okay. In the next year, we will need to move. We are looking at properties to buy and create our own space that.
You're gonna buy a property?
Yes.
You got some property money.
I
don't have property money.
Bro, I haven't been taking them distributions, you know what I'm saying? I've been hoarding all this cash because we've been in the market like looking for a while. So we had a space that we really wanted, but it's been kind of competitive and it was too expensive for us. And we were like, they got a better offer. So that was sad. We had like this place that we really liked. But anyway, we're looking for a space that we can really make our own and also build out all the companies. Our team is growing really quickly. Like in the past 6 months, we've added 4 people and we're about to add a 5th.
What is going on, guys? I am Maxx Chewning, your host. I hope you enjoyed this little clip. If you want to see the full, magical, lovely episode, just click the link down in the description or search Don't Be Sour on your favorite podcast streaming service. And remember, thank you for tuning in.